Hello, Movie World Studio viewers. Today, we will be doing 28 years later a movie review. The good, amazing visual. The visuals were just amazing in a scene where Spike and his father ventured from the island to the mainland. There was basically a lot of scenes where zombies basically chasing them, and then they ventured into this house. This house would look pretty nice. It was like in the ancient times, and the house was quite good. And the thing was the sun rise, where they basically attempt to escape. And in the nighttime, the control tower literally fired a missile at that zombie. That was an excellent scene where they escape. Another amazing visual was basically the bones of the infected and non-infected. They were absolutely amazing. The amazing visuals that may not be as stunning as Avatar, but they're still super stunning. Good story. The story of Spike basically growing up, and then going to fight zombies was basically good. And the first hour is incredible. The first hour of him fighting zombies with his father and his that was absolutely excellent. And incredible. Alfie Williams did a great performance as Spike. You see the kid, how scary he was at the beginning to go fight zombie, and his dad forcing him to do it. It was really scary on that kid, but the kid was brave. Now, let's get to the great action. The action scenes were gory, and the best scene involving the military when they were shooting at zombies and they have to escape. It was just insane. And I just found out later film that this one military soldier from Sweden was the last survivor. I'd be like, must have been brutal. Now, let's go on to the back. The second half was weaker and really drags on. It feels like they forgot about character. The second half, when he took his mom to Dr. Coulson, it felt really drags on with the pacing because they're just traveling. There's only like a few action scenes in the second half. It was basically and they feel like they forgot about the father until the end of the movie. Really junky editing. The editing in the tub scene was just so bad. It just feel like we were in the 90s or the early 2000s. It was that about it, and I really have dumb endings. And the only reason why this ending is just to set up Bone Temple. That's gonna be up 7 months later. 7 months. That's too soon for a sequels. Sequels will come out 5 years later, not 7 months. But I just note that it is pulling a scream that where the sequel came out like shortly after you. That seems rushed, but it's much better than 28 years later to have a sequel that came out 7 months instead of a year and 3 months. That's awful. Now, I gave this movie a 6.5 out of 10. Bye, movie.